Hi everyone, my name is Miss Brittany. I'm a children's librarian at Central Library, and today I'm happy to be doing virtual story time with you. First, an announcement. This month we're celebrating Imagination Celebration at all of our locations. We're doing this by hosting lots of fun programs, and we're giving away free Imagination Celebration kits. So some of our branches still have them, even though we're starting to wind down on the program this month. So you can call your local branch to find out if they have any left, and they can also help you track down where those kits are still available. Coming up next Tuesday, we have a Healthy Little Cooks program. It's going to be virtual. That's on Tuesday at 4:30. You can find the link for that and other fun events in the comments section here. So I hope you check those out today. Now we can get started with story time. So first we're going to do a little hello song. So first we're going to clap our hands and then pat our lap. Clap, pat, clap, pat. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello! Good job, that was loud. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Good whisper. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Whoa, good. That was so fast. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Whoa, that was slow. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Can you make your voice high? Hello! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Can you make your voice low? Hello. Very good, everyone. So before I read a story, I always like to get my body nice and calm and ready and get my ears ready to listen. So can you sing along with me? Can you show me your hands like this? We're going to give them a good wiggle. Here we go. Wake up, hands. Wake up, hands. Wake up, hands, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wake up, hands. Wake up, hands. Wake up and wiggle in the morning. Nice wiggling. Can you give your shoulders a shimmy next? All right, I like it. Wake up, shoulders. Wake up, shoulders. Wake up, shoulders, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wake up, shoulders. Wake up, shoulders. Wake up and wiggle in the morning. Very good shimmy. All right, next we're going to do our ears. Wake up, ears. Wake up, ears. Wake up, ears, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wake up, ears. Wake up, ears. Wake up and wiggle in the morning. All right. Whew, my body does feel kind of calm and relaxed now. I'm ready to hear a story. Today we're going to read Thank You Garden by Lisa Garten Scanlon and pictures by Simone Shen. And this is with permission from Simon & Schuster. So thank you to them for letting us read the story with you all today. Thank You Garden. Garden ready, garden new. Do you see this garden where things are growing? Whoa, that looks like a really neat place to be. Garden so much work to do. Do you see all the people working in the garden? I like how there's all different kinds of people working together. I see some people with brown skin, some people with tan skin, some people who are young, and some people who are elders who have gray hair. I love seeing everybody working together this way. Garden rock and garden water, garden son and garden daughter. See her watering her garden over here, and they say hello to her at the garden. Garden dig and garden play, garden filling up the day. Looks like they're helping to put out some soil and playing too. I love to play in the dirt. Even as a grown-up, that's still pretty fun. Garden bed and garden plot, Garden proper and garden not. I see some people have very neat gardens, huh? Everything is growing in a row here, nice and neat. And some people are not very dirty at all. But I see, oh, over here, the kids, they're really having fun, aren't they? They're getting all dirty and getting water everywhere. I see somebody is doing cartwheels. Garden hardly makes a sound, growing slowly underground. I see them listening, huh? She has her ear to the ground to see if she can hear them growing. Sometimes things are growing even before we can see them above the ground. And he's watching a butterfly. That looks really sweet. Sometimes rainy, sometimes dry. See them using the hose? I see they're having a lot of fun playing in the water. Garden soaking up the sky. Wow, look at that sunset. It's beautiful. Garden path meets garden gate. Garden wait and wait and wait. There is a lot of waiting in gardening. You have to wait a long time for everything to grow big and tall. Do you remember? These didn't have tomatoes on them before. Now I can see some growing. Garden frog and worm and bees. All kinds of animals coming to the garden too. Garden berries, beets, and peas. They're getting to harvest all kinds of good, yummy snacks. I see in their basket, they've got some strawberries and beets, carrots and peas. I bet we would all love some strawberries right now. Garden growing like a child, rosy, leggy, fresh and wild. Wow, everything is full grown now in the garden, huh? I see some, ooh, this looks like chard to me up here. You can eat that in salads. The tomatoes are nice and big. I see something that might be peas up here in the corner. Wild in this muddy mess. Garden, thank you. Garden, yes. Wow, look, everyone's collected all of the food from their garden and now they're eating it together at their garden. That looks so fun. I see a salad. I see someone's eating some oranges and the strawberries. That looks delicious. The end. Thank you for listening. I love so many things about this story, but my favorite thing is that this garden looks a lot like some of the gardens that we have in our city, in our community. Sometimes you can see them whenever you're riding around in the car or on the bus. You can see all kinds of things that people are growing together. I think that that's one of the neatest things about Baltimore. So I like to grow things too, and I brought today to show you some of the things that I'm growing at home in my garden. So the first thing I have is a pea. So this one is something called a sugar snap pea, and right now the plant is just a little baby. So you can see it's not big and tall yet. It doesn't have any peas growing on it yet, and that's because it's a little bit too little right now. It's not quite ready to go outside either, so very soon though, maybe next week, we'll see. So you can see on the pea plant, there's these little parts, and these are called tendrils. Can you say tendrils? And these are they're kind of like the hands of the pea plant. They need something to hold on to, and it helps them grow up big and strong when they can have something like a fence to hold on to. And this is a little baby tomato plant. So you can see on top the leaves are green and underneath they're just a little bit purple, huh? So that's just this kind of tomato plant. It's going to be a little cherry tomato plant, which means it'll have tomatoes about this big on it and they'll be nice and sweet so we can eat them right off the plant or put them in salads. This is a baby cucumber plant. It's not too impressive yet, but you can see what happens when it gets a little bit bigger is that the leaves start to get little sharp edges on them. They don't hurt to touch, but they're just a little bit jagged like a knife almost. But they stay nice and soft. You can still touch them. And then last, I have a little pepper plant in here. It's just a baby. You can see that there's 4 little leaves growing on it. And this will make very small peppers. They're about this big, and they're really sweet. And you can eat them just by picking them off. And they're called picnic peppers. I love that name for them. I think that this sounds so fun. All right, so next, I have a guessing game for us to play, because of course I do. It is my thing. Inside of this bag, I have some puppets. And these puppets are animals who like to help out in the garden. Gardens need all kinds of animals to come to them in order to keep growing fruits and vegetables. They need them to help them spread around all of the pollen and all of the seeds from those plants so that they can get nice and big and grow the foods that we really like. So let's see if we can guess some of the animals that I have inside of my bag. I think we can do it. Here we go. Ready? If you're ever in the garden, the garden, if you're ever in the garden, you might see Okay, this animal is an insect. It has some little wispy wings, and it had, well, a lot of them have stripes. A lot of them are yellow and brown or yellow and black. They might be able to sting you. What do you think it is? It's a bee. See, our bee has antennas and wings and stripes. These can be kind of scary to us, but if we're really careful and we leave them alone and we just watch, you can see them helping the flowers. They move around and they help spread the pollen on the flowers. We really like bees. They are really good helpers in the garden. Okay, let's do another. If you're ever in the garden, if you're ever in the garden, you might see this animal is another insect. It has big, pretty wings, and it goes through metamorphosis. It goes from being a caterpillar to something else. What do you think it might be? It is a butterfly. This one is a monarch butterfly. Do you see its big orange and black wings? We love seeing these in our garden. We plant special plants at my house in order to get some butterflies. Okay, one more together. If you're ever in the garden, if you're ever in the garden, you might see this animal is another insect, and it has red wings with black spots. What do you think it could be? It's a ladybug. See our ladybug? Ladybugs are really good helpers in the garden too, because they eat lots of little insects, little bugs that like to eat all of our tomatoes and all of our flowers. So they help eat those nasty bugs that we don't like. And they're super cute, huh? All right, everyone, you have been such great listeners. This is all we have for today. So let's get ready to wave goodbye. Here we go. Can you show me your hands? We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Thank you, everyone.